Kevin, great to see you again. Big news today. Bears make a change with their offensive coordinator. Thomas Brown replaces Shane Waldron. After what happened the last 3 games, did you feel like a change, some type of change, had to be made?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I'm not going to sit here and say that I knew that we were going to change offensive coordinators. Obviously, and I wouldn't say the change necessarily needed to be offensive coordinator. I just think a change within general needed to happen, just as far as trying to, get some more success on offense, trying to create a spark. Uh, Obviously, I'm no shape, no way, form, in charge or in conversations about how the front office and the coach staff, handles those things. That's out of my wheelhouse. My job is to play safety for Chicago Bears, and that's what I try to do to the best of my ability. Um, but but yeah, I mean, I definitely think that when you don't have success as an offense or as a team, and with the amount of talent that we have, this is what happens. You know what I mean? This is a production-based business, and if myself, give up 5, 6, 7 touchdowns within, 3 games, I'm probably going to get benched. So I think a change needed to happen. But you have to respect the decisions that the head coach made just there.
Yeah, you've been around long enough, man. Rarely do we see coaches dismissed in the middle of a season. Are you surprised? I mean, you're a 9-year veteran. Are you surprised that the move was made?
I mean, nothing in this league surprised me at this point, to be honest. I've seen a lot of different things happen. Not surprised by anything. But like I said, sometimes change is good. And I think that, the idea behind it is hopefully that, with a different play caller, it can kind of spark our offense. So at the end of the day, like you said, we need to go out there, we need to win games. So whatever uh, we need to do to win games, that's what needs to be done. And I think coach felt like this was the best way to do it.
All right, you've practiced against this offense, same offensive system. It's going to be in place, same players. Why should we expect different results? Can a new play caller be that important to an offense?
I mean, we'll see. It's to be seen as of right now. At the end of the day, I do still believe in the guys we have in the locker room, the guys we have on offense, the talent we have. I've seen these guys make play in the league. There's evidence of those guys making plays this year. So I definitely have confidence in those guys. So, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this can, create a spark for those guys and then they kind of get things going over there.
All right, let me put you on the spot now as a captain, because players again talking about practice habits, lack of detail during the week. DeAndre Swift talked about it on Monday. Jalen Johnson on the radio as well, saying that no question some of the players aren't practicing, playing hard, and he's been racking his brain for a long time on trying to figure it out. How do you fix it? How does a captain like yourself fix something like this with teammates?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, this is a professional football league, right? And guys govern themselves the way they're going to govern themselves, right? Now, Jalen's one of our hardest workers on the team, that's for sure. Is everybody going to practice as hard as Jalen? No. That's just the reality. Our guys going to put in the same amount of work, in season, off season as myself. Probably not. And that's just the reality of the business. You know what I mean? You have guys that are on all different places of their careers, whether there's young players, older guys, everybody has a different routine. Everybody had a different journey of them, getting to the NFL. Some things work for them, some things don't. I've been around guys that personally, I've been around guys that really didn't practice hard and went out in the games and went crazy. I've played with guys that, give their all in practice or whatever, and then get in the games and, kind of wet the bed. So I've never been a person that kind of judges guys based upon that. But I like to see everybody, put the same amount of work in and put the amount of time into things like myself. Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's not realistic. You know what I mean? I think that, when you talk about, culture and trying to win ball games and try to do different things like that, We do need everybody pulling in the right direction. And yeah, I would just say that, when you're losing, it's very easy to point at a lot of different things that we're not doing well. We're not practicing hard. We're not doing this. We're not studying this. We're not doing that. So, I would just say, just for myself personally, just trying to continue to be that example, trying to show guys the right way. It's the reason why I played as long as I have played and have success I've had. Could try to continue to show guys the way, and that's at the end of the day in professional sports. That's all you can do. You can try to give guys different tips and try to do whatever you can to help guys, but at the end of the day, it's professional football, and I think that for me personally, to try to beg a guy, ask a guy to practice harder or to put in more work, that's just not my position to do. I think that in professional sports, the amount of money that we make and the amount of money that we get paid to do what we do should be enough motivation to get guys to put as much time in as they possibly can. But what motivates guys, and certain guys are different. So, like I said, everybody's going to govern themselves the way they govern themselves. And like I said, my job is to try to be that light and try to be the person that's going to be the example, to lead by example, but also lead in the best way I know possible.
Let me ask you a quick question, Kevin, about Caleb and the hits he's taken, because you have a chance to see him at practice. He's a rookie. The hits, the sacks, do you think it's taking a toll on him? Have you seen any loss of confidence with the way he has struggled out there?
No, I don't think so. Based upon what I've seen, just conversations I've had with him, I don't think so. You know, like I said, I mean, him had obviously this being his rookie year, it's been a trying rookie year, at least these past, few games. We've seen him have success. We've seen him have some up and downs. It's to be expected. You know what I mean? I think this is all a part of the maturation process and the growing process of him. All these things that have transpired with the past few games is going to do nothing to make him better. I fully believe that. Uh, I fully believe that. I think he's a great player. I think he's going to be a great player for the Chicago Bears. Like I said, I think all these things is just a learning process. And at the end of the day, he's learning on the job. You know what I mean? Like, these things happen. And like I said before in previous interviews, it's not easy to be a rookie quarterback, starting rookie quarterback, start from day one, and going out there and being CJ Stroud from last year, or as well as maybe a Jaden Daniels is playing or whatever. Like, it's not easy to do. And at the end of the day, I think that just the process that he's going through right now is going to continue to make him better. But I don't see a loss of confidence. I just see him, trying to work through, the little bit of slump as the offense is going through right now. And I don't think as much attention as the quarterback position gets, I don't think it's all on him at all. I think it's a overall system and the way, not necessarily system, but it's an overall thing with the entire offense. It's all 11 pieces out there. It's not just one player. Obviously, he plays the most important position. But, when the offense is doing well, the quarterback definitely can't take all the credit. You know what I mean? It's the offensive line, it's the running backs, the receivers, and I think it's the same thing, vice versa. When maybe the quarterback isn't playing well, it's all 11 out there.
All right. What I love about Kevin Byard is the hard work that you've put in throughout your 9-year football career. You haven't missed a game yet. The passion you play with, I see it when you get the guys together before a football game. I know that you are a winner. It crushes you as much as it crushes fans. You told me that the Patriots game was a must-win, and then it didn't happen. How crushing, gut-wrenching was it for you personally to go through what you went through last Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it was frustrating. Obviously, whenever you lose, period, it's always a tough 24 hours. Especially for me personally, I put a lot of time in this thing. You're talking about not just in the off season, but just week to week, day to day, a lot of film study, a lot of body recovery, a lot of different things you do to get yourself mentally and physically ready to play a game. And you put a lot into it. That's where the passion comes out on Sundays and in the locker room, outside the locker room. So, yeah, it was tough for sure. But at the end of the day, when you take those 24 hours to try to process everything, I always try to come out of that with a level of gratitude, and always try to look for the lessons within the losses. And for me, I'm very motivated, and I'm ready for the challenge, and to overcome the challenge of losing three straight games, and obviously getting to these division games. Obviously, with this week coming up with Green Bay, trying to go out there and do as much as I can this week, putting in more work in the film room, more work in the weight room, in the meeting room, in the classroom with my teammates, and on the field, to try to get this thing turned around. Because at the end of the day, that's all I'm guaranteed right now. I'm only guaranteed today. And if I wake up tomorrow, which I plan to, trying to go out there and put my best foot forward on Wednesday. So just trying to be where my feet at, and trying to be where I'm at, at any given point. Just trying to stay in that mindset as much as I can.
All right, I know you want a challenge. You're getting it on Sunday. Packers are coming to town. Bears have dropped 10 in a row against Green Bay before you came to town. The start of the divisional schedule. Tell me what the Bears have to do to get a win.
It almost sounds like a broken record, but we got to start fast. We have to find a way to start fast in these games, especially when we haven't had the success that we wanted to have. I think starting fast will go a long way of creating some momentum and energy and juice, especially the juice that we need at Soldier Field to go out there and have a great showing. These division games is always going to be about physicality. We have to be the most physical team out there on Sunday. Obviously Green Bay has a talented offense, with Jordan Love at quarterback, and, obviously newly signed running back, and Josh Jacobs, who I think is one of the best running backs in the league. And they have a lot of speed and weapons on the outside as well. So it's going to be about who's going to be the most physical team, though. I think that's what it's going to come down to. And I think that we need to be the most physical team. It's crazy because my years in Tennessee, when I first got drafted, the Tennessee Titans, we were in a similar situation with the Indianapolis Colts and Andrew Luck. I think, Andrew Luck retired abruptly. I think it was going into my third or fourth year. But Andrew Luck had never lost to the Tennessee Titans his entire career. And, we had went back and forth with battles and things like that. But then obviously my last few years in Tennessee, we had kind of got their number. But yeah, it's kind of starting all over again. But I understand what the record were and what it is against the Green Bay Packers. But we had to find a way to change that on Sunday. And the games beforehand, the 10 games previously, it's not gonna have anything to do with this game on Sunday.
I like hearing that, because do you think there's still a lot of football left to be played? 8 games on the schedule. Can a win on Sunday against Green Bay actually help save this season?
Yeah, I don't necessarily even look at it like that anymore at this point. It's not about trying to save the season. It's not about trying to appease the fan base and things like that. And obviously it's a part of it, but it's about trying to go out there and just get a win. You know what I mean? Like, let's not focus on saving the season. Let's not focus on what's down the road, playoff picture and stuff like that. Let's focus on this game, this opponent, this matchup, this day, this week. Let's focus on that. Let's not worry about what happened in the past. Let's not think about the future. Let's focus on what we can do to be our best selves and our best version of ourselves tomorrow on Wednesday. And if that means talking about starting the day from meeting better, having great meetings, asking all the right questions, getting all the details we need from the coaches, taking that onto the practice field and build that momentum throughout the week. That's what is more important. That's what is more important in my opinion. It's not about this buildup of the matchup with the Packers. No, it's really going to be more about ourselves and us and what we do. Because I always feel like opponents don't matter. It's all about what you do personally to go out there and try to get a win on Sunday.
I love that. That's the speech you are going to make in the huddle on Sunday before kickoff. I got to ask you before I let you go. You're a big Anthony Rizzo fan. All the fans watching right now see Anthony Rizzo's jersey behind you.
Yeah, so it's actually not my jersey personally. I'm renting a house from a guy right now that I'm living in Chicago. I haven't bought my house just yet. So I'm renting right now, and he got this cool Anthony Rizzo jersey back here, and it's signed, autographed, and I think he has a signed baseball bat behind me as well. So some cool memorabilia. So But I am a Cubs fan. I'm a Chicago sports fan, period. Love all the sports here. But no, it's not my jersey personally.
All right. If Rizzo, he's a free agent, if he re-signs with the Cubs or the White Sox, I'm going to make sure Kevin Byard gets to meet Anthony Rizzo.
I appreciate that, Lou. Thank you.